cure than Chef's Rage stream. Oh, I'm sorry, Faithra. I hope you feel better. And get well soon, my friend. But yeah, hopefully we can make you feel better or cheer you up. Either way. Viking and Brown was good yesterday. What's Viking and Brown? Is that a series or something you were watching? Right, so long stream, does that mean extra washing up? Could possibly mean it, Tux. Yeah, definitely for sure. We'll have some cheeky washing up today. Good morning, Chef Hat and Sandals guy. How's it going, dude? How are things with you? Are zombie fingers healthy? No, we're doing an unhealthy foods today, guys. So for a bit of an event stream, as I say, with event streams I usually do them unhealthy. So this is not going to be healthy, hence why we're using butter and things. So yeah, today's a bit of an exception because it's a special stream. We are doing unhealthy things. Is this original pie, Chef John Reed's pie original recipe or copied exact from somewhere? It's my own recipe, my friend. So from experience from over the years of different stuff. It's a nice morning out. Loving freezing. Oh, it certainly is. Chef, have you heard about what's it called? Turducken. It's a turkey stuffed with turkey. Oh right, yes, I have heard about it. Yes. I didn't recognise the name, but when you started telling me, yeah, I have somebody mentioned it to me. It's basically you cut them out and you stuff it in, and then you put the other one inside, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I have heard of it before. Butter is not unhealthy. Gaffer face. Right. Okay. So what we got is about we want about 90 grams of butter, about 65 grams of sugar. I'm going to use golden caster. So I'm going to use golden caster sugar. If you guys want to use normal, that is absolutely fine. I'm just going to use the normal. You can use the normal if you want to. I'm going to use golden for today. Because technically I think that's all I got, but it's absolutely fine. It's just a little bit more richer than the normal ones. So I said I wanted 65 grams. Yes, 65 grams. So let's have a look. 65. Awesome. And then we're going to weigh out the flour. And then basically what we're going to do, we're going to grab the breadcrumbs, and we're going to, not the breadcrumbs, but the flour, and we're going to breadcrumb it. So we're going to run them through our fingers. So we want about 200 grams in here. So let's reset this. 200 grams of plain flour. Better is good for your soul. So what we're going to do is add 200 grams of plain flour. So there we go, about 200 grams there. When did butter become unhealthy? Haven't people been using it for eons? It is, but I mean, it's all about balance, as I keep saying to you guys, spatulated. It's not the most healthiest thing to eat because it's got saturated fats in there. And if you eat butter every day in quite high amounts, it's not good for you. So, I mean, within moderation, it's not so bad. But if you eat these quite a lot, it isn't very good for you, my friend. Yes, people have been eating it for a long time, but, you know, you've got to look after yourself at the end of the day. It's the same with anything. We're not going to go into this conversation for ages. But as I say to you every day, it's all about balance and moderation. So, Chef, have you tried cooking it? It's supposed to be difficult to keep the turkey from getting dry while cooking the stuffings through. I don't think I've really given it a try. I've seen like other chefs do it, and like it's been for like, you know, kind of like I suppose like a medieval kind of style kind of cooking. It does sound interesting, but I think there's a bit of an art to it. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise you got to be careful not to dry out the certain birds. Because obviously you've got to cook right in the middle, haven't you? So the outside will probably end up being quite kind of dry. So it's a bit of art. I've never really given it a go. I'm not gonna lie to you and stand here and go, yeah, I've done it before, and you know. But no, I haven't really given it a go. So it's a very expensive kind of meal to prepare and stuff. But I've seen people do it before, so it is interesting. So we're going to break this up into breadcrumbs, and then we're going to add the eggs and mix them together. So is there going to be a lot of digging in this giant pumpkin? Oh, it certainly is, because we're going to get all all the pumpkin out of it, and we're going to get that cooking off as well for later on. It won't take long to cook or roast off, so we can get that puree on the go for sure. Think about how much our lifespan have become, and now that we know what is in what we eat, just because people did in the past doesn't mean it's good. Exactly, that's a perfect example, Recon You. Just because they've been eating it for so long doesn't necessarily mean it's always been good for them. You're very much right with that. How are things with Recon You anyway? How are you doing, dude? It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are things with you? Are you doing well? Guys, if you're not following Recon You, please give this good sir a follow. He's a fantastic streamer. He does do cooking as well now and again, as well as playing games. Please give him some love. Go show him some support. But how is your morning going, dude? It's lovely to see you this morning, and appreciate you stopping by. What is Chef favourite part about pumpkins? I don't really got a kind of favourite thing about pumpkins, with all honesty, Spatulated. I guess so far carving them is great fun, and you know, I'm going to be enjoying making the pumpkin pie today, but I haven't really got a kind of favourite thing about pumpkins, my friend. I enjoy all foods, so it's all fun to me. But yeah, how are you doing anyway, Recon You? Are you doing well? It's lovely to see you. You're very early this morning. Are you getting ready for work, are you? On this bright early very morning. There's going to be a lot of digging in this giant pumpkin. Certainly is, Kruger. Certainly is. But yeah, so we're going to try and get all the flesh out of there. If I need any more, I can always cut that other one I've got in the fridge, the little tiny one. Just cut it straight in half, whichever. I need to learn to sleep more. Wow, I'm good, man. Honestly, good. It's refreshing. Oh my god. I hope you're okay either way, and hope you do get some sleep later on, or when you come back from work, I'm guessing. But oh, you're already at work. Holy moly. God, that's a very early start for sure. But it's lovely to see you, dude. I really appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, make sure you look after yourself, man. Does Chef prefer wet food or dry food? I don't think that's really a very great question to ask, is it? I have no preference to it, Spatulated. I really don't. I don't mind answering questions, but can we have the questions with some relevance to it? I mean, it's like saying, do you like hot or cold? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit silly, a bit of a silly question. So, what we're going to do, we're going to give these a pass. So what I'm doing is rub these through my hands. So rubbing it in between the flour and the butter, so you're kind of breaking them down. So what we're going to do, break these down into nice little breadcrumbs. So as you can see, guys, it's all the butter is kind of incorporated in it. Mushy, how's it going, my friend? How are things with you? Hope you are doing well. Chef Mushy, how's it going? Guys, if you're not following Mushy as well, she's a fantastic streamer, lovely person. Honestly, go check her out, give her a follow. How are things with you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. This early morning shift doesn't agree with my gamer lifestyle. Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. Especially if you are doing with the gaming lifestyle that you have, it can be hard to getting up very early mornings, and then you end up sleeping in the afternoon, and then you're missing all sorts of things. So no, I totally understand. I love butter. Yeah, I love butter too. As I said, I have it in moderation. I do have it now and again, like today. So, which is awesome. I'm good. How are you? Oh, thank you. No, you're most welcome, my friend. I'm doing fantastic. Having a brilliant, fantastic, spooky morning. We started the stream off a little bit spooky today with my pumpkin hat on top of the pumpkin there. Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying today so far. It's been quite fun. So, just starting to make basically what we're making today. We're making pumpkin pie. So I'm just making the pastry now, the sweet pastry. So I'm going to add the eggs to it next. So let me just wash my hands now. So I've incorporated the butter into the flour, so it's in like pretty much breadcrumbs, and with the caster sugar. I'm using golden caster sugar today. You can use normal caster, whatever you kind of prefer. We're going to bind that all together, and then once it's into a nice dough, we're going to wrap it up, put it in the fridge to rest, to firm up slightly, and then we're going to roll it out later on for the pumpkin pie. We're also going to dig out the pumpkin pie. We're going to hollow it out, and we're going to carve it later on this afternoon. We're also going to do some zombie fingers, which I wasn't too sure I was going to do. So kind of like chocolate eclairs using choux pastry, and we're going to detail them later on with some raspberry jam as well. So I'm going to get that on very shortly. So looking forward to that. But how are things with you? How is your morning going? Hello, Chef. I have World of Warcraft downloaded on my Blizzard app, and I will use mods from the Twitch app. Awesome. Do you like playing World of Warcraft? I used to play it back in the day. I haven't played it properly for quite some time, but I've been kind of on and off it, just, you know, logging on for 2 seconds and then just going off from it. Are you going to do the consommé this week? It's not going to be this week, Kruger. I had to balance the dishes out this week, so I don't think it'll be this week, but it'll be in the pipeline. I will get round to it at some point. I'm just doing some other ideas I've got written down so far, but we'll get to it. Don't worry, my friend. We'll get to it. Been playing WoW for the past 10 years. Holy moly. Yeah, I think a lot of people have. I've been playing it for quite some time, but since I started streaming, I've kind of laid off it a lot, so I don't really play it as much anymore now. My first time getting the starter. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. It is a very good game, and as I said, it's been around for quite a considerable amount of time, and it is a very good game, but yeah, it's very time consuming. If you haven't got the time, then certainly you're going to have issues with it. So but yeah, you need to have time to play that game. You certainly do. So it seems that I did think like 3 eggs seems a little bit too much. I could be wrong with this. See, maybe I used 1 large egg or something, and I have to probably double it up with a little bit of flour. Yeah, this doesn't seem right to me. There's a little bit too much in eggs. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna add some more flour to help bind this together, because this doesn't seem right. This does not seem right at all, and I think it's due to me having mixed size eggs. So what we're gonna do, guys, what we're gonna do, I knew I should have dug my other recipe out. I thought, oh no, I found my recipe, but no, it's okay, it's fine. We will fix it. So what else do we need to in there? So I've got the sugar, that's fine. But yeah, 3 eggs seems a little bit much. Even I thought that off the top of my head. I thought, oh, it seems a little bit lot, but should have started with 1. It's okay though. So either way about it, it's all good. So try and bind this all together so we can get the dough nicely. Seems a little bit wet, but as I said before, should have dug out my other recipe, but it's okay. We'll manage with it. I was going to say 3 eggs seems a bit. It did seem a bit much. I had a look at the recipe and it said 3 eggs. I don't know why. And even when before I was about to do it, I thought, this seems a lot. This doesn't seem right. See, always go with your first initial thoughts. But hey, it's all good. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to put some more sugar in here to kind of compensate for it. So we're kind of pretty much doubling up the mix. So what we're going to do, is going to add a bit more sugar to this. I mean, it's firming up, but that still feels to me a lot quite too soft for me. So what we're going to do, I'll adjust it until it's like pretty much firmed up quite nicely. But yeah, 3 eggs seemed a lot to me. I should have just used my head, shouldn't I, and just done it. But hey ho, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Radio. So where are we now? You all chatting away to yourselves. Good, good, awesome. How are you doing, Lady Athena? How are things with you? It's lovely to see you. Welcome back. Are you having a wonderful morning, my friend? How are things? How are things with you? Right, so yeah, we need to kind of compensate with a lot more dry in here. So put double the sugar, double the flour in here.